into a second term. Joining us now.
Alright, we hooked up a simple Jacob's ladder here. And I don't know if you heard me say in the last video, but what I did is, instead of using the self-wound feedback coil, I found the feedback off from the flyback coil itself, so I'm hooked into that, and by doing so I got a much stronger voltage. I'm estimating somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20,000 volts. I don't have any equipment that can test a voltage that high, but I'm getting almost a full inch spark or arc. I'm also getting some arcing across the flyback in this area. I don't know if you can see it too well without the light on, but between the red and the yellow wire here, I get a little bit of spark across there. I've used some heat shrink tubing to try to insulate it, but I'm still getting some arcing across there. Again, just always keep in mind safety. I rigged up a jumper wire over to the household plumbing. I'm in my basement, and this is hooked directly to the plumbing. United States code is that plumbing in all houses, anything that's copper or metallic, must be grounded. So that's what I'm hooked to. It was the easiest way to hook up to it, and the most convenient, seeing as the hot water tank is right here. I was able to hook right onto that. For some reason, I cannot keep a fan going on my heat sink. I don't know if there's some sort of interference happening from the arcing or what. I also lost internet connectivity when I first hooked this up with the higher voltage. There's a definite smell of ozone, which I personally enjoy, but just be aware that O3 can be dangerous according to the state of California, where everything's dangerous. But after hooking up to the feedback coil inside the flyback itself, I got a much higher voltage. It was relatively easy to do, using the self-wound coil I put around it before. I ran the flyback, and while it was going, I used my multimeter to check the pins and found pins that were giving me voltage out, so I figured that was the flyback, and by doing that I dramatically increased the voltage. I'm going to estimate that I doubled, possibly even tripled the voltage by doing that. Word on safety again: be careful. These things can really bite you. Have fun.